Hello, Aries. This is your tarot reading for March 2016. Oh, okay. That was a Six of Swords that tried to come out. So it's been very busy. I apologize for these readings being a couple of days late. Oh, there's a lot going on. But as always, thanks to everybody for your support, your comments, your subscriptions. Um, a lot of you have been getting great tarot readings. So I encourage you guys, for those of you watching and you're thinking about getting a tarot reading from me, um, see my description, click the link description. You will see the link to my online appointment book and an email if you need to contact me and find out more about my tarot readings. But for those of you who have received tarot readings from me, I'm very glad to see that the readings were very accurate, on point. Um, so I'm happy I could help you. All right, so the card that came out was King of Cups, Aries. This is interesting because for Pisces, King of Cups came out in reverse. Okay. So I'm going to shuffle the cards. This is the deck I use for the February readings, the February love readings. And I'm glad to see that the February love readings were so helpful to you guys. So this is the Golden Tarot um, by Cat Black. It's a beautiful deck. So I'm going to use it again for this month's reading. Okay. So the first card was King of Cups. Your next card is the Star. The next card is King of Coins. Lots of kings and a star. Sort of like Bethlehem or Christmas. If you get another king, you'll have the three wise men, the three kings, following a star. Okay. We have Eight of Coins in reverse. The Ace of Swords. And this will be in the center of your spread. We have the Devil in reverse. Okay. That's always a good thing, I think. We have Five of Swords. We have Nine of Swords. We're getting a little bit of psychological turbulence here. And then we have this Queen of Swords that's negative. All these swords. Okay. All right, first off, let's look at your major arcana. You have, looking carefully, I don't want to miss anything. You have two. You have the Star, which is upright, and the Devil in reverse. Now, the Star is a card of hope. It's a very positive energy. The Star is about feeling happy and confident about the future and what's to come. And so the fact that this Devil is in reverse, I think that they're coming into the month of March, some negative energy, some positive energies are going to be able to push back some negative energies, whether this is about a relationship. You have a lot of you have some coins here. So this could be if this is a financial or career situation. I think that the situation, the overall approach to the situation or how you're dealing with it, it's going to be positive. You're going into it with a good outlook for the future. You intend to make it work. And so the Star is, I think, has a huge effect an influence on the fact that this devil is in reverse. The devil can mean a lot of negative energies. It can mean bondage, temptation, addiction. Um, it's it has a lot to do with our ego and our self-control, and that we're in bondage to self-control, that there might be a bad habit or um, an emotional demon that keeps coming up in our lives. And so, Aries, it seems that there's going to be some positive energy and a positive intent to overcome some of these old demons. So, these two major arcana cards, nothing major is happening in your life. This seems to be more of an internal situation that you can have some degree of control over. Um, Minor influences. Okay. So, having said that, let's look at these two kings and a star. We have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is, the kings are always an active energy. The queen is passive and receptive, but the king is the master or the ruler of a particular energy. The King of Cups, cups being emotions, it's a water element. The king has control over his emotions. He's able to be loving and supportive and emotionally stable. Okay. And then you have the King of Coins, who's financial prosperity. He's able to rule or master the material wealth, the physical world as well. Very rational, very logical. Um, okay. So it seems as if Aries, and I don't see any fire here. There's no fire signs. There are no wands in this spread for you, Aries, which is interesting. Um, so it could very well be that there are influences of other people in your relationships or at your job that are coming into play here. Um, it doesn't necessarily mean that your influence or your fire energy is completely subdued. The devil could certainly be a manifestation or a connection to the element of fire. Now, I'm not saying you're a devil, but like I said, it could be that in Aries, as fire signs, um, that applies to the fire signs would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You are the types to take center stage. You do have that fire energy of temperament where you have to be controlling, the one in control, but you're also loyal. You're also confident. Um, so I'm not saying that you're you're devils. You certainly have that capability, but maybe you've been dealing with pulling back certain aspects of um, your personality, or maybe your behavior or the way you've been reacting to things has needed a little bit of adjustment here. And this King of Cups and King of Coins, water and earth, means that maybe you're being a little bit more temperamental with your emotions. And um, because fire is also a very quick energy. And fire, sometimes you can be, if you're a fire sign, sometimes you can be too quick to act on things and not think about them, which is why I think this Ace of Swords is right in the middle here. So I think that these first three cards, we have a nice energy for you, Aries, to where a situation or relationship you're dealing with, you are remaining positive. You're not going to be negative. I think you're going into this willing to work on this relationship or be patient. That could definitely be something. Um, the King of Cups um, could be representing here. But it seems as if the situation where you get angry and walk away and say, I don't want to deal with this, it's my way or no way, or this isn't turning out the way I expected, so I'm going to give up. The star is indicating with these two kings that you're kind of getting um, you're getting a little bit more patient and you're not quick to react because the coins, which represent Earth, are very grounding and stable and logical. They think things through. And then the King of Cups, emotional temperament. You're not being, you're in control of your emotions. You're not jealous. You're not, um, lashing out. You're not taking things personally. And so maybe Aries, maybe it's not even you. Maybe it's something that's needed for the other person in the relationship or people or other family members surrounding you. Okay. But I definitely think that a lot of this is why the devil is in the negative position, pulling back of the ego, um, not acting on what we want right now, not giving in to our old fears and dysfunction or bad habits or addictions. Um, so going into this next row, you have Eight of Coins in reverse. This means working diligently, applying your skill to, not just working on a project or devoting your time and your skill and your talent to a particular endeavor. And this is in reverse. Now, we have this Ace of Swords in the middle. This Ace of Swords is the card of clarity, having a new perspective, new knowledge that's coming to you. So there could be that this old knowledge isn't working for you and you need a new perspective. But it also can mean the fact that this old energy or whatever, the way that you tend to react or work towards something, that needs to change. And this devil, once again, it's in reverse. It means that maybe this is about you um, getting clarity on how you can change or what you need to do as far as your reaction to a particular situation. Now, considering that this might not be a love relationship, considering all the positive energy that's going on here, Aries, we're going into the present to where there's no work. Maybe you're taking a vacation or a break or just pulling back. And maybe this has a lot to do with why the devil's in reverse, that maybe you're getting away from a very negative situation and you're getting clarity. I can definitely see that happening. That if you needed to take a break or if you needed to um, pull back and leave something and stop applying or giving your energy to that thing, I think the Ace of Swords is indicating you're taking time to get a new perspective on how to deal with that situation. So if this is a work situation and maybe you've been looking for employment, um, you've been positive, you intend to, um, and I keep thinking a lot of job interviews or switching jobs, a lot of positive intent that's happening here. And I think that the energy of the King of Cups and the King of Coins, and these could actually be people here. It could be you and another person or two different people. Could be family members, two brothers. That was the first thing that happened that came up to me. It could mean that you are Now, no longer giving your resources and your time and your effort to a particular situation at work or with your family, and you just need some clarity here. You've made a decision on how much you're going to give and how you're going to give. And so that's why I keep seeing this devil in reverse, that maybe you've always been the one giving all the time and you have had enough of it. So with these two kings and the star, yes, there has been positive intent, but then now you see that maybe you need to not, you can be positive, you can be loving, you can be giving, but you also need to take care of yourself as well. That could also be a situation that's coming out of this row of cards. Why things seem positive here with positive intent, and then now we get clarity, but now we're pulling back. Resources are not available for a particular, and then the devil's in reverse. So I think that this has a lot to do with what's going on with these two kings. The two kings, um, you know, could very well be coworkers or your family members. In a relationship reading, it could be the balancing energies of the emotions and the physical aspects of the relationship as well. But I think maybe you're doing what you need to do for yourself, which is why the effort and the time um, is sort of being pulled back. Okay. At the same time, it seems like you needed to do this because the devil is also in reverse. That whatever it is that you want, you seem to realize that you have to find a new way to make certain things happen here. So I think the star is having a huge influence, excuse me, on why the Eight of Coins and the devil are in reverse. Now, um, the interesting thing as we head into the future here, we have a lot of swords here. And swords are the negative, they're probably the most negative cards in the tarot deck, unfortunately, because most of the swords, they end up representing a negative aspect of the mental and psychological um, situations. Like Five of Swords here. Five of Swords means winning a battle, or it could mean losing a battle, but it means someone is winning here. Someone is going to conquer and everyone else is going to walk away. And you can see the person with two swords. Um, and, you know, they want all the swords. So they have two swords. They've got three lying around. He's got two swords in his hand, one in the other. So this person is winning. He's trying to take all the swords. He can't get all of them, but everyone else is walking away. They don't want to fight anymore. And so maybe this has a lot to do with you allowing someone to have their way, like, I'm not going to fight anymore. And then you have this Nine of Swords, which is the card of worry, um, emotional turmoil. Not just emotional, it's psychological turmoil, depression, whatever this battle is, um, it's going to have you worried that, in other terms, in terms of a relationship, you are trying to start off positive and making things, just trying to have emotional balance and material, physical balance here. And then for some reason you pull back, or the other person could pull back. Someone's not working on the relationship, someone's withdrawing their own resources. I think this devil in reverse has a lot to do with this ego. And I think this ego has a lot to do with the fighting or winning this battle. And maybe it's you deciding I'm not going to fight anymore. Or Aries, because you are a fiery sign, you have wands, but the sword could definitely be something that, as far as fighting and the desire to win and conquer, that could definitely be your energy as well in this Five of Swords. But sometimes you have to decide if it was worth winning the battle. And I think that's why this Nine of Swords is showing up. And then we have this Queen of Swords in reverse, which could definitely be another person here. The Queen of Swords is usually a very wise woman. She's she's learned a lot from experience. She's gone through a lot of tragedy, but she's very smart and she knows what's up, usually. And this energy is reversed. So it's interesting that you have this Ace of Swords that has clarity and a new perspective and knowledge. And then the energy of this sword, this queen, um, the sword is pointing downward. Okay. And I'm thinking that the sword is pointing downward here, one of the swords. I'm thinking that this Queen of Swords has a lot to do with losing the battle here as well. Maybe not you, Aries, but there could be someone that you're in a relationship with that it has been a struggle. And it's always been about finding clarity about what's going to work in this relationship. Things are not working, and there's been a desire to get clarity. This queen could be the energy of a man or a woman, by the way. There's been a lot of egos that have been out of control. And so there's just been a struggle to for everyone to not make it all about themselves, and it's in this struggle, I think is not going to resolve anything. It's going to lead to a lot of worry, and it's going to lead to someone, because when the Queen of Swords is reversed, she's no longer, it's not, the wisdom is gone. She worries a lot. She's paranoid. It's irrationality, obsessiveness. Okay. So whoever this person is, it's going to be a struggle dealing with them, I think. I don't think this applies to you. I think it applies to a struggle that you might be having with this particular person who is um, struggling to be a balanced person in a relationship. This might be something that you're bringing with the star and the emotions and the stability, but it seems as if this swords energy and this devil in reverse, you're trying to really work this out to get clarity and try to make it work, but it's not happening because of these struggles. And this Five of Swords is right under this Eight of Coins in reverse. Um, so reading the cards, not just through rows, but through columns, we have emotional balance, this desire to be emotionally supportive, balanced, um, generous, all the things that go with a positive emotional outlook. It seems that whatever energy you're bringing, it's not working. And it's going to lead to a bigger struggle. Likewise, um, we have the star going to an Ace of Swords, going to a Nine of Swords, trying to get clarity. The Swords energy, I think, has a lot to do with this Queen of Swords, who's going to be a little bit irrational. And a situation that could turn very irrational based on this struggle. Okay. And so it seems like I'm getting a picture of a car that has a flat tire and someone's trying to fix the tire, get the tire out, and so get the spare tire so the car can get running again. But there's no spare tire. The spare tire might be flat too. That's the most immediate analogy I can come up with for that situation. That you're trying to work on fixing something so you can move forward, but there are too many resources or the things that the other person needs to bring to make the relationship work. They keep getting in the way. Um, that's the first thing. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from this entire situation. Um, for those of you who are concerned about career and jobs, what I am pulling from the cards is that you're fighting yourself. You need to get out of your own way as far as your financial situation or your career. That's the most important message I'm getting. This devil in reverse, it could mean that you need to use this energy of the Ace of Swords to get clarity about what it is you really want. Revisit, be willing to learn and see things in a different way. That's one thing I'm getting. Um, but this new perspective or this new idea or this new wisdom, whatever it is, it might be a struggle. Um, you might be fighting against a person who's getting in your way, someone at work. Um, and then once again, it could be an irrational situation regarding your finances or your home or your money, and you're trying to work it out with someone or a partner or marriage. That's the other interpretation in regards to money and career. Another thing that occurred to me is overspending. I think the devil in reverse means that maybe there have been certain situations with your money where you've had to pull back and look at, how you're spending money or some type of extravagance or things that you've wanted to do, but now you have to start really changing your behavior. Now, this card fell out. It is Eight of Wands, and this is your outcome card. So this is fire. Wands are fire. And Eight of Wands, you see this pigeon, a carrier pigeon, these are birds that can carry messages. I'm not sure if this is a pigeon or a falcon, you know. And the bird is flying. It's symbolizing that swift energy. Wands indicates a message that's coming, a good message, and sometimes it can actually mean a very romantic message. A message you've been waiting for is going to arrive. That is one interpretation. But it can also mean things happening very quickly. So remember my analogy of getting a flat tire and then trying to fix the flat tire only to find out that the spare is not working either, which I think has a lot to do with all these swords and this Queen of Swords. Well, I think that this Eight of Wands means that there's going to be a very quick resolution, that something is going to happen very, very quickly here. And um, yeah, I think that this is a good thing. I think that it applies to you. I think that you're going to start making things happen. And once you start to make those things happen, once everything starts to come together based on the energy of the star and the clarity that you're getting, I think that the resolution with this relationship or the resolution with your work or career, it's going to be resolved quickly. Um, a good message, some positive news. That's going to sort of help you out here. Now, I'm going to pull a card from my Angel Oracle cards, and this fell right out. This is a lovely card. Here's the message. Powerful, loving, and wise spiritual teachers are watching and guiding you. Now, I know that some of you don't might be atheists, that maybe you don't necessarily subscribe to any particular religion, but that doesn't mean that you cannot um, claim your own power, your own higher spirit, your highest self, and find guidance within that. Okay. And I get a feeling that that's part of what this is all about. You finding the wisdom and guidance, because Ace of Swords is right in the middle here. And as I said, I get the sense that it's all about this personal struggle that you're trying to overcome with this particular person or this particular situation. And I think that you're going to have a very positive outcome, Aries. Okay, so that was your reading for March. I hope it was helpful for you. And once again, a big thank you for everyone who's been contacting me for readings and your lovely comments. Um, so I apologize for this being late. I intend to see you in another 25 days, if not sooner. So have a wonderful month of March as spring approaches, and I will see you soon.